What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you guys. Hope you guys had a great Sunday. It was a rainy, overcast. Well, I wasn't overcast. It was rainy Sunday here, but it was what it was. Happy Sunday to you all. Let me say hi to the people as you guys come in, and we're going to get this party started. I took Jonathan Majors off of this, and no, we never got to Jonathan Majors yesterday. I'm gonna just have to do a separate Jonathan Majors video, because this whole Diddy thing is probably gonna take us a whole hour, and then you guys know gotta jump over to TSF to discuss Friday night's episode of Raising Canaan. So let me say hi to the people, and let's just jump into what's going on. What's up, Corey? Hey, Nikki. L Love says salutations on this Sunday, really be. And then she goes on to speak. Thank you so much, L Love. Hey, Amber. Lemon Kush, what's going on? Hey, Mia, Xavier, Ederles, what's going on? Hey, Nay. Hey, Sharon. Asaya Stockton. I hope I said that right. Hey, Cindy, Nursing 38, Yvette, Ina, Keisha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And a special shout out to my members that are lit up in green. What's going on, you guys? So, so let's get into the things, y'all. Life is just not getting any better for Diddy, okay? Now, we know what we know. I do not need to go back and rehash all of the lawsuits and things of that nature. But in the last month, we know that Diddy has been hit with about, 5 different lawsuits. They're all civil. None of them are criminal, but none of them are good either. Him and his companies have all been named in these lawsuits. We know for a fact that he settled the Cassie one that really set all of this off. There's the one with Aaron Hall. There's the one with Harvey Pierre. There's the one that's just against Harvey Pierre. And then we have the most recent one that happened earlier this week. We have talked about the fact that he has had to resign from Revolt. He has been removed from the charter school that he was associated with. But now Rolling Stone has released an article. Before we get to Mase, let me get into this. Rolling Stone has released an article stating that there are at least 18 companies that have said that they are absolutely separating from Diddy. Now, let me read you guys. Somebody just became a member. Hold on. Well, thank you, Harold, for becoming a member. Harold has been, I think you were a member before, weren't you, Harold? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So let me just read you guys. This is coming from Love B. Scott, the blog, but it came out of Rolling Stone. But Rolling Stone wants me to buy a whole subscription, and Love B. Scott just summarized it. So we're reading from Love B. Scott. I'll put the link in the chat so you guys can go to it yourselves. But I'm not gonna read the whole article. I'm just gonna read the first the beginning. It says a total of 18 brands have confirmed to Rolling Stone that they have severed ties with the online marketplace for Black-owned businesses after R&B singer Cassandra Ventura and 3 other women accused the producer turned entrepreneur of SA and physical violence. So, okay. It says the decision was made on the day that Cassandra Ventura filed her lawsuit. Annette Zhu, I hope I'm saying her name right, founder of luxury bag eyewear and apparel company House of Takura, tells Rolling Stone. We take the allegations against Mr. Combs seriously and find such behavior abhorrent and intolerable. We believe in victims' rights and support victims in speaking their truth, even against the most powerful people. Annette Azan, founder of undergarment and shapewear line Nudie System, says she also terminated her Empower Global account the day she learned of Ventura's allegations. So Empower Global is one of Diddy's businesses. It's like an online marketplace, sort of like what's that place where you can buy all the anyway, it's an online marketplace that's really specifically developed for small business owners, minority business owners. So anyway, she also terminated her Empower Global account the day she learned of Ventura's allegations. Leonard Greer, co-founder of No One Clothiers, says his company acted immediately as well. While this decision was difficult due to the reverence we once held for Mr. Combs as a leader in business and entertainment, It was clearly the correct choice, Greer tells Rolling Stone. Our brand is founded on the belief that every individual is important and worthy of respect, regardless of gender, ethnicity, age, etc. The allegations against Mr. Combs are a direct conflict with these beliefs. In turn, we feel a moral imperative to end our relationship. Ashley Goodlock, again, I hope I'm saying your name right, founder of luxury skincare brand Surrey, says her company unequivocally seeks to terminate its association with Empire Global. As a woman-owned and led company, sorry, y'all, the screen keeps jumping. As a woman-owned and led company, where'd it go? We do not and will not linger in a gray area about mistreatment of women. The founder of the high-end jewelry for Laba, that's it. A featured brand on the site says that she believes that Ventura and the other accusers, so her decision to leave the platform was clear. Fulaba is all about empowering women and girls. Happy Berry says he will not associate with anything or anyone that is counter to its values. Some of the existing brands have already been wiped from the site. The exodus marks a rapid and astonishing. God, I'm sorry, y'all. The page keeps jumping. An astonishing free for all for the curated platform. Even Combs' splashy launch in July, who sunk more than $20 million into the venture. So this is a new venture. They said he just launched it in July. Oh gosh, Gush that he was more excited about Empire Global than when he started his infamous record label Bad Boy. I'm going into these areas to diversify things and fight for our inclusion. Combs said in July, this is a platform about sharing power and empowering each other. This is something that is for my people. It's a tipping point. Y'all, I'm sorry, the page keeps jumping. Where'd I go? It's a tipping point for us to wake up and start paying attention and supporting each other while taking responsibility and accountability. Wait a minute. I know that wasn't. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me read this quote one more time from Diddy. This is a platform about sharing power and empowering each other. This is something that is for my people. It's a tipping point for us to wake up, start paying attention and supporting each other while taking responsibility and accountability? Huh. Okay, dear. One company founder who's sticking with the platform says many brands invested considerable time and capital gearing up for Empower Global's launch because they believed in the vision of its prior CEO, Khadijah Robinson, who left in February. Robinson, a Spelman College graduate and Harvard Law alumni, had joined Combs Enterprises in 2021. When Combs acquired her company, the Nile List, an e-commerce directory for Black businesses. We were eager to support what she created, the founder, who asked to remain anonymous, wrote in an email. She said it was a shock when Robinson departed. When contacted by Rolling Stone, Robinson confirmed her exit but declined to comment any further. Okay, and it just goes on to talk about more about that. Again, I will give you guys the link, so if you want to read the whole article on Love Be Sky, you can read the whole article. Also, if you want to if you have a Rolling Stone subscription, you can just go read the whole article on Rolling Stone. So this sounds like, what's up, Kiss My Cheeks? Hey, boo. Hey, everybody who came in while I was reading the article. It sounds like Diddy, I would like to hear her story. I think maybe she has a story to tell, Khadijah Robinson, but it sounds like Diddy bought her. It sounds like hers was a very small space, and he bought it, revamped it, expanded it, yada, yada, yada. And he did that in July, which honestly, that went right past me, child. I didn't know. But it sounds like a lot of those companies are now jumping ship. So when we talk about the walls are tumbling down, and when we talk about Diddy being in trouble, I think a lot of people are just looking at what we can see on a day-to-day basis. And I don't think people really understand how extensive Diddy's portfolio was. Like, Diddy didn't become a billionaire off of his Bad Boy Publishing and Sean John and Ciroc. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely had a diversified portfolio. And it looks like there's a lot going on, which is all the more reason why whatever Cassie was asking for, he should have gave it to her. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that it came out. I'm glad that we've heard, that we know, and I'm glad that things are being exposed. But but in his arrogance, whatever she was asking for, he should just gave her. He just, when they offered her 30 million and she said no, ma'am, he should have countered. And I'm not saying he didn't, because Lord knows I wasn't in the room, but clearly she went, and like Pam said, that is normal. That is not extortion. That is not, she said that she does it all the time in the course of her trying to, before she files the paperwork, they do go to the people and say, listen, we about to file this lawsuit, especially when it's a civil case, because the only remedy in civil court is money. So either we're going to get paid now, we're going to get paid later. The only difference is you're going to pay more in attorney's fees between now and then. So Pam said that is a regular thing that happens. That is part of the normal. That is part of the normal business of when you're filing a civil lawsuit. You go to the person. She gave me the legal term for what it's called, but basically you go to them and say, hey, I'm going to file this lawsuit. Now we're willing to settle it. Let's come to the table. The same thing with Michael Orr, where the Tuohys are trying to make it seem like Michael Orr tried to extort them. No, that is the normal course of business. He feels like you owe them money. He said, listen, before I make this public and embarrass everybody, go on and break me off 15 mil and we can walk away, and I'll sign a non-disclosure and I'll never speak on it again. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, no, kiss my cheeks. He did not cut her the check. Right, negotiations, Katrina. But Pam gave it it's a legal term. If Pam is in here, or when Pam dropped down, y'all remind me to ask her, because she said it the other day when me and her were talking about the Michael Orr situation. Neither here nor there. That was something that literally just popped up right before I went live, and I was like, well, let me share this with the people. But we're here to talk about Mase. So I said that's just right there. Before I do that, let me ask y'all a quick question. We're about to get into Mase, and then I am going to drop the link. Listen, in light of recent activity, I will drop the link, but I need to verify who you are backstage. You need to show me your face. I will not make you come on camera, but I need to see that you are a person before I bring you up on my platform. Okay? I just can't take them chances. All right? Y'all know what happened. If you don't know what happened, good. You wasn't here for it, but some things went down the last time I dropped the link. And so I have to be very cautious about moving forward, about opening up my platform. I want to give you guys a voice, but it's sort of like the teacher in me. I don't want to punish the whole class for the actions of one person, but I definitely have to be more cautious. Okay. Right. See, Golden, y'all were. I mean, honestly, y'all really were. And anyway, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to keep talking about that. Okay, it happened. Moving on. So I can only imagine all of the potential lawsuits we don't know about because of settlements. Exactly, Marnie. Exactly. Because again, people always want to be like, oh, it's just a money grab. That is the only remedy in civil court is money. I mean, you can ask for an apology and all of that other stuff, but moving on. So thank you, Marnie. Marnie said, listen, let's just be clear. I will not be coming on, so it's never going to be me. I understand, baby. I understand. Well, not going to say never, but it ain't you tonight. I understand. And I appreciate that. But I knew it wasn't you that night. I knew it wasn't you. I knew you wouldn't do that. Why would you invest in a platform, become a member only to try to destroy the platform? I knew it wasn't you. So moving on. All right. So quick question. As I was doing research for all of this stuff with Mase and Diddy and y'all, I fell down a rabbit hole. So I'm going to go by a quick vote in the chat. I fell down this rabbit hole dealing with Tierra Marie. Do y'all want me to do a video talking about the rabbit hole that I fell down? Now, let me tell you who the people it involves. It involves Tierra Marie, Rockefeller Records. So y'all know that's Jay-Z, What that boy name? Aaliyah, and who the guy that Aaliyah was dating? I mean, the woman that y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, y'all know who I'm talking about. I can see his face, but Damon Dash. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to talk about that. We could do a video later on this week because I fell down that rabbit hole, baby, and it's very interesting. It's very okay. I see a lot of yeses. Okay, so we'll talk about that later on this week. It's very interesting. The rabbit hole, y'all might not like it, but it's very interesting. Okay. If it's money that got them to look the other way, it should be money that makes things right. Well, there you go. All right, so Mase, we all know who Mase is, right? He's the guy that sort of came along after Diddy passed away. I don't know the whole timeline. I don't know the years of what year this happened and what year that happened, but we know that Notorious B.I.G. passed away, and we know Mase basically was the next big thing over to Bad Boy Records. He was like Diddy's right-hand man. You can see them in all the videos together. Boom, boom, boom. Mase decided to leave hip hop to pursue. I guess he got saved and he became a pastor. He moved to Atlanta, started a church. And for a long time, we just didn't hear anything about Mase. For a long time, we didn't hear anything about Mase. I wouldn't say that, Katrina. I wouldn't say that about her. She was 16 years old. So again, I wouldn't necessarily put that on her. And again, once we do the video and I break down what I learned, and again, I ain't saying everything that I learned is 100% fact. But when you take into consideration this girl was 16 years old when she went into the industry, I wouldn't necessarily call her a pass around. Because again, if we're going to believe, we can't pick and choose who we're going to believe are victims. If she was 16 years old and she was dealing with men in their 20s and their 30s, and she was sleeping with some of them, was she a victim? Was she a pass around? Oh, you're saying what they did to her. Oh, okay. I got you, Katrina. I got you. Okay. I got you. My bad. No offense. I just read, I read it as you were saying. Yeah, she was a pass around. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but no, they did. Definitely, that's from what the rabbit hole that I fell down, it was what happened to her allegedly was definitely very ugly. And I understand now why she has struggled with substance abuse, because I can only imagine if only half of what I read or videos I watched, if only half of that is true, I can only imagine her truth, right? Okay. But we'll do that. We'll do that video later on this week. Probably, this week is busy for me, y'all. Maybe Tuesday. Can't do it Monday. Y'all know I don't. Y'all know I do the panel on Monday. Maybe Tuesday. Because Wednesday I have a meeting, or Thursday. It'll either be Tuesday or Thursday because I'm going out of town next weekend. So I'll be out of town Friday through Monday of next week. So yeah. Okay. So what's up, Lamont? Hey, boo. So I'm gonna read you guys a little bit of an article I found. And this is coming from Up Rocks. This is an online, forum. And it's talking about how did the Mase and Diddy beef start, right? So again, I'll drop the link so you guys can go and read the whole, because I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm going to read some of it. But that way, if you guys want to go read the whole article, you can. Yeah, I heard that too, Marnie, that Aaliyah's uncle wasn't a good guy. Listen, I'm just convinced at this point that all of them, I just got to go with they was all bad until I hear about somebody being good. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, but sheesh. It's just sheesh. Okay. So the article is called "How Did the Mase and Diddy Beef Start?" So I'm just gonna read you guys a little bit of it. This week, the article, let me give you the date. The article is from October the 7th of 2022. So this is when Diddy went down to the Breakfast Club and did an interview. Some of you guys might remember this. Diddy said, anybody that thinks I owe them something, show me the receipt and I'll get you paid within 24 hours. Y'all remember that? And remember the first person to say something was Mase? Okay. Well, it didn't take long for the #1 former Bad Boy artist who says Diddy owes him money to respond. Mase, who released 3 albums under the Bad Boy banner and has maintained that Puff withheld royalties from him for decades, responded, calling Diddy's outburst a case of sour grapes from Mase, refusing to allow him to share the stage at Mase's 3-headed monster tour with Cameron and Jadakiss. He also insinuated that the receipts in question were located at Diddy's mother's Janice Combs' house. Let me say that one more time. He said that the receipts in question were located at Diddy's mama's house. I got questions. Why are the receipts at his mama house? And how do you know where they are? And if you know that they there, why you can't go get them? Like, you can't run a caper? I mean, I'm not condoning committing a crime or nothing, but you can't do like an Ocean's 11 and get up in there and get your paperwork? I'm saying. Anyway, it's all very dramatic, yet still old hat for these two who have been arguing about the same subject for 20 years. After Mase retired from music in 1999 to go into ministry, he returned twice, once in 2004 with the album Welcome Back, which was a disappointment compared to his fan favorite album Harlem World and its follow-up Double Up, and again in 2009 when he presented Diddy with documents during a live radio interview demanding to be released from his Bad Boy contract. While Diddy did sign the docs, it was later revealed that they only allowed Mase to appear on songs with other artists. He was otherwise still contractually obligated to Bad Boy. So that basically just said he could do features, but if he wanted to do a full album, it still had to be through Bad Boy. And I'm sure any feature, any money he made off of a feature, Bad Boy got a percentage of. In 2012, Mase told fans he was no longer under contract with Bad Boy, but since then he has been vocal about his issues with Puff, writing in a since-deleted Instagram post that Puff refused to sell him the publishing from his 3 albums, even though he offered $2 million against his original $20,000 advance. Okay. He also accused Puff of sabotaging his set at Lovers and Friends. So it goes back to money and Mase saying that Diddy owe him money. I don't think that'll be hard for any of us to believe because I think most of us know or have heard, whether you believe it or not, have heard that Diddy has been accused of owing a lot of people money. Okay. Oh, shoot, y'all. Sorry. Hold on. What am I doing? Okay, here we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. And Mase actually did allegedly write a lot of the Bad Boy. We know Diddy ain't right. Diddy does not write. Listen, Diddy can't write. We know that Kanye West has been a ghostwriter. We know that Jay-Z has been a ghostwriter. Mase, like Diddy can't write. Like Diddy can perform the raps, but he certainly does not write his own raps. So we've heard that for years. Okay. I went to a concert last year at Atlantic City, and he went off on Diddy, child. He went off on Diddy. I think what was this last night? We're going to look at a clip in a second. Even 50 Cent wrote for him. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Jadakiss has been saying for years. There's an infamous video of Jadakiss calling into the radio station and confronting Puffy about him owing him money. So then I found this article. It's from Double XL. Again, I'll give you guys the link. Where Mase disses Diddy. He created a whole diss track. So I'm going to read you guys a little bit of this. It says, following the release of his Diddy diss track, Mase is continuing to blast his former label boss on social media. On Friday, March the 18th, and this is dated, hold on, what year is this? Y'all. Can't find the date. Hold on, y'all. I like to give y'all the dates and stuff. I don't see the date on this, but Sorry, y'all. I can't find a date on this. I can't find the date. I'll look for it. Let me just read through it. On Friday, March the 18th, the Harlem World rapper went on Instagram Live and expounded on why he chose to lyrically call out Diddy in the new song Oracle 2 Standing on Bodies. When I see the hurt and the pain of the other people on Bad Boy, that motivates me to say something. So I don't be deemed as a person who just made a bunch of money and turned a blind eye. I'm not going to be like the rest of the people around Puff, didn't tell him he was wrong. I'm not going to be like the yes man around him that seen him ruining people's lives and never tell him he's wrong. More people on here will tell me I'm wrong, but won't say anything to him. They'll judge my beliefs, they'll judge my Christianity, and they'll say nothing to Puff. They'll say nothing about its concert for Biggie and Biggie's own daughter couldn't get in. They don't say nothing about that, but all of his friends got 50 and 60 tickets. We're done with your games. Well, damn, that's messed up. Mase seemingly came out of nowhere with shots aimed at Puff on the new song. He doesn't name Puff, but his bars are clearly directed toward Bad Boy founder. Since Cain killed Abel, I'm able to kill Cain. Love didn't steal my nigga, change your name. Mase puts on a second verse in reference to Diddy's name change in 2021. Yeah, I'm just a Harlem nigga repping down the Vegas Strip with my own shug. You from Mount Vernon, nigga, go rep your own hood. Mase later spits. I'm not hating on your Billy worth right now. I'm only saying what you really worth. You ain't no architect. You just a nigga who know how to market death. Go pay his mother what she's really worth, nigga. And that he's in reference to Biggie's mom. Mase is formerly one of Big Boy's biggest artists, releasing his multi-platinum debut hit, Harlem World, and then it just goes on to talk about that. Like several other Bad Boy artists, Mase openly held a grudge with Puff due to the CEO's alleged shady business practices. In 2020, Mase claimed Puff didn't. That's the same thing. And then it talks about how he was also called. Talks about how all the other people who called Diddy out, child. So that is like the history of the situation. So I'm judging you already, Mase, since you admitted to orgies and G-bangs all while you were a pastor. Well, child. So, oop, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. All right. So, a clip has been roaming the internet all day today. I saw it in a couple of places where it's a clip of Mase performing the song. I feel like it's a recent clip. And either it's a recent clip or it's a clip that's resurfaced as in light of everything going on with Diddy. But I'm gonna let you guys see it. And this is Mase performing the lyrics that I just read to you guys. So hold on. I'm gonna let you guys see it. Okay. Well, then, hold on, Xavier. Hold on. Xavier, you said, okay, see, this is the stuff that I'm talking about. And I love you, Xavier, but you have to be clear in what you're saying. Because what you're saying, you know that what you just said is not true. You said, I'm judging you already, Mase, since you admitted to orgies and G-bangs all while you were a pastor, which alluded to the fact that he did these things while he was a pastor. But then Shanquia says, that happened when he was a teenager. That happened before he became a pastor. And you say, I know, but he didn't seem remorseful about the sexual activity and that he was laughing about it. So you have to be clear. You can say, I have a problem with the fact that he doesn't seem to have any remorse for it, but you can't allude to the fact that he did that while he was a pastor, because that's not true. That's misleading. That's a very misleading statement. Now, you can say, look, and I think that's messed up. That's valid. That's valid. But you can't allude to the fact that that happened while he was a pastor, because that's not accurate and that's not fair. I mean, you know, again, him not having any remorse is one thing. But again, I didn't hear the quote either way. I'm going by what you said in the chat. That's all I'm saying. All right. This looks like the one from last year when he was in Atlantic City. Okay. So I'm going to play it now because, again, it's been surfacing. So I'm going to let you guys hear it. And then I'll drop the link and let you guys come up. And if you want to clear that up, Xavier, if I misunderstood what you said, that's fine. But I just, you know, again, people do enough bad on their own. We don't need to add to it. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to turn the sound on and I'm going to play it again. Okay.
I empty pipes when clicks get called and go to church on Sunday. I'm the illest of all. Don't ever put mix with other bad boys who had hardships. You know, I get it jumping like a mosh pit, nigga. On the first level, third level. I can never work level. Niggas mad I made it to the I would never work level. Just Cain kill Abel, I'm able to kill Cain. And love won't steal, my nigga, change your name. And I see no integrity in your name. And I'm haunted by the ghost of St. James, Champagne King. That's my rolling plain James. And I say, thank God I ain't changed. And if niggas never found a killer, why is niggas living it? Everybody broke, niggas gotta bring a vision in. Niggas be selling their soul to go to a brunch. Niggas might end up sweet, drinking that punch. I suffer good. And niggas know I'm from another hood. Forget a brotherhood, I'm trying to make sure that my mother good. I ain't cheap, but I'm really colder than ghosts. No matter on top 5, I'm one colder than most. I'm the ghost of Wolf, ghost of Rizzo. Come with the facts you never considered. I'm the ghost of Shad. I speak for every artist never spoke their mind, representing every artist that was left behind. From Crank Mac to Chief Dub. I still remember them kids tracking. For every producer you ever stole a sample. Why you playing with me? When I make examples, niggas have behind money. You know that's not a man move. You know you freaking on.
All right, so I'll play it one more time so you guys can, because you can see the captions at the bottom. Let me say this though. Okay, Xavier. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't misunderstand you. Okay, baby, you know I love you. Now in one of that clip, he talks about people selling their souls to go to a brunch. You know he's alluding to, right? He's alluding to the Rockefeller brunch, which is what led me down the rabbit hole of Rockefeller. So again, I could do that video a little bit later, but he's alluding to the Rockefeller brunch that everybody makes a big deal about. Yeah, you got to go find the whole clip because he talks about Kim Porter and all of that. So I'm gonna play it one more time. I'm gonna play the clip one more time for you guys to hear it. And then, well, actually, I'll drop the link while the clip is playing, and then I'll open up the platform for about 20 minutes. Did y'all know that Kim Porter and Dallas Austin dated, and that the movie Drumline is loosely written about the two of them in college? I did not know that. All right. I'm gonna play it one more time.
I empty pipes when clicks get called and go to church on Sunday. I'm the illest of all. Don't ever put mix with other bad boys who had hardships. You know, I get it jumping like a mosh pit, nigga. On the first level, third level. I can never work level. Niggas mad I made it to the I would never work level. Just Cain kill Abel, I'm able to kill Cain. And love won't steal, my nigga, change your name. And I see no integrity in your name. And I'm haunted by the ghost of St. James, Champagne King. That's my rolling plain James. And I say, thank God I ain't changed. And if niggas never found a killer, why is niggas living it? Everybody broke, niggas gotta bring a vision in. Niggas be selling their soul to go to a brunch. Niggas might end up sweet, drinking that punch. I suffer good. And niggas know I'm from another hood. Forget a brotherhood. I'm trying to make sure that my mother good. I ain't cheap, but I'm really colder than ghosts. No matter on top 5, I'm one colder than most. I'm the ghost of Wolf, ghost of Rizzo. Come with the facts you never considered. I'm a ghost of shell. I speak for every artist never spoke their mind, representing every artist that was left behind. From Crank Mac to Chief Dip, I still remember them kids tripping. For every producer you ever stole a sample, why you playing with it? Why not make examples? Niggas have behind money, you know that's not a man move. You know you freaking out.
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably find the whole video on YouTube, but y'all know I ain't playing no. Hey, Just Patches. What's up, boo? Okay. So what's up, you guys coming in? Sorry y'all didn't get the notifications. Listen, I can't make YouTube do nothing more than what YouTube is gonna do. I'm sorry, y'all. I schedule the lives so that the notifications, giving more time for the notifications to go out. I try to schedule them, so I'm sorry for those of you that are just, some of y'all are saying that, oh Lord, that y'all are just getting the notifications. What in the world? I'm sorry. Yeah, I keep trying to adjust my screen. Okay. Never mind. Anyway. All right. All right. I've dropped the link. I got about 20 minutes if you guys want to come up and share how you feel about the Mase-Diddy thing. Again, at this point, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At this point, I don't really have a whole lot of sympathy for people who were there and didn't say anything. Like, I get it. Diddy did everybody wrong. He did everybody dirty. But a lot of people, like the bodyguards and stuff like that, like, again, you're not a hero. Now, the bodyguard that's been talking for years, I mean, I don't know. Did you ever go to the police? But people who all of a sudden now got all these stories to tell, child, it's not even showing that I'm live. YouTube, yes, YouTube. Now, see, I say now when I tell y'all that I'm shadow banned on YouTube, y'all be thinking I'm playing. Y'all think I'm lying, but Queen Black said it ain't even showing on YouTube that I'm live. Let me see. Let me see what it looking like on YouTube. Why it ain't looking like I'm live? That's disrespectful. Let me see here. Okay, it's showing them live on my channel. Maybe it's just not everywhere. YouTube, YouTube is shady. Other than Cassie, it's really just seeming like a bunch of disgruntled former employees mad about the contracts. Hey, Asia from Brooklyn, what's up, boo? Yeah, I don't know. Listen, YouTube be playing games when it comes to my notes, and I do know it's been again. It's not just me. It's been a lot of content creators having problems with, like it'll show that they had 200 people in their chat, but then when after that it'll say they only have 44 views, and then it takes a while. It'll update eventually, but you'll be sitting here like, ain't no way in the world. Like, I was in somebody's chat the other day, and they had like 1,000 people in their chat, and then it said they had 144 views, and I was like, that don't even make no sense. So. Yeah, but yeah, so I didn't get the notification on my phone. I saw it when I logged into my Xbox. See, they be playing games, but I'm glad that y'all are here for it. However y'all find me, if you find me in the replay, I'm thank y'all that y'all are here. I feel like this. I feel like there's a lot. So this is what I feel like. I feel like a lot of people's stories are real and a lot of people's stories are true, but I feel like a lot of people didn't have a whole lot to say until now. And if you were so upset, you were so concerned about Cassie, and you were so blah, 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 then I needed you to feel that way all along. I needed you to be mad all along. I needed you to, you know what I mean? Like if somebody says, look, I went to the police and nothing happened, or, I tried to get Cassie to leave, she wouldn't leave. I mean, that's a different conversation. But now all of a sudden, now there's some people who've been talking all along. Okay. There's some people that have been talking all along. But a lot of people, like you said, now, and I don't think it's so much that disgruntled. I just think that now they got stories to tell that either they were afraid to tell or they were being paid a lot of money to not tell. Now, that's just my opinion. You know, but where was Cassie's family? We can't put the responsibility on the bodyguards. Well, I mean, what do you mean? Where was Cassie's family? Cassie is from Connecticut. She was in LA. And I'm not putting it all. I'm not listen. I'm not putting it all on them. What I'm saying is people have a lot to say now that Cassie is telling her story. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that at the end of the day, none of them called to check on her. Okay, but okay, my boyfriend beat me up. You call me, you my mama, and you call me, you say how you doing. I say I'm fine. I mean, they're in Connecticut, you know. Now again, there have been people that have told stories. There, like you said, Gene has been talking. We know that a lot of people have been telling these stories. And like I've been saying all along, a lot of this information was hiding in plain sight. The videos are there. The people telling their stories are there. There are people. So I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying there's a lot of people that like that bodyguard. I just think he's looking for money. I think ultimately he trying to get somebody to help his son get out of jail. And Diddy probably promised to do it, and Diddy didn't come through. Right. We disregarded Jaguar Wright because of the messenger, you know. That's my point. Why they got so much to say now? Didn't they know it was wrong back then too? My family couldn't keep me out of my toxic relationship. I had to be the one to leave. Right. Right. And then remember when Cassie said that her mom did take pictures and her mom did try to get her not to go back. I just don't think it was. I'm not. Well, maybe I'm not. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying. Let me be clear. I'm not saying it was anybody's responsibility. Maybe you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was anybody's responsibility. What I'm saying is now everybody has a story to tell. And my thing was for the people who didn't tell their stories before. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying it was anybody's responsibility because ultimately Cassie is the only one that can get Cassie out of that. I mean, honestly. But I'm just saying everybody has a story to tell now. That's all I'm talking about. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about, Cub Star Mania. I'm talking about people like the bodyguard who said basically Diddy gave everybody else money, but he didn't give me no money and he could have gave me money. So I'm like, basically, you're speaking now because you feel like Diddy owe you something. You're not speaking because you feel like it's the right thing to do. You're speaking because you feel like Diddy owe you. That's the people I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And again, ultimately, nobody can make you do anything. We know that when you're in an abusive relationship, you have to do it. So I'm not blaming anybody for Cassie's situation. I'm talking about the people who now have so much to say. I'm like, but where were you when all this was going on? That's what I'm saying. But they're the help. Like I'm sure there are maids and butlers that could not ruin the most powerful families in the world, but they know their places when they're employed by these people. Yeah, and I get that. What I'm saying is I'm not saying that it was anybody's. I'm not saying that anybody is at fault. I'm saying now everybody has these stories to tell, and I have to look at you. That's my opinion. What's up, J Dub? I look at some of these people with a side eye. Now, again, have there been people out here trying to tell their story? Absolutely. But there's also been people who were very complacent in these things happening because, whatever their reasons were, that's all I'm saying. Females are the most unprotected. And that's what I'm saying. Again, when we look back on, and it didn't start in the 80s and 90s. So I'm not going to say it was, when we look back on the 90s. No, it didn't start there. Let's be clear. Women have been objectified since the beginning of time. And women have always been unprotected and have always been the most vulnerable, whether they're young or they're old, right? That is just a fact. So when you look at these women in these situations, it's unfair that they were taken advantage of, but it's not new, right? None of this is new. I think in Diddy's case, he did a lot of people wrong, including his. Uh, Listen, I think Diddy is an asshole, and I've always felt like that ever since I saw Diddy on, like, some people shouldn't do reality shows, right? We see a different side of people when they do a reality show. Diddy is one of those people. When I saw Diddy on the first season of Making a Band, I was like, he's an ass. Now, I didn't know how much he was doing to try to like play up this image of being a hard ass. I didn't know how much of that was an act. But Diddy was playing up a part, in my opinion. Diddy was playing up this part. And I felt like he was an ass then. And then I watched maybe the first 3 seasons of Making a Band. I didn't even watch the last season. I think I watched the first season with Day 12 and Danity Kane, where they had the girls in the guy band or whatever. I don't know what order they were in, but I know I didn't look at the second season. I didn't look at the second season of Making the Band. Of the Danity Kane 112. I know they had that first season. I remember the band, and I really liked, that was good. To me, that was good reality TV, right? But again, like I said before, I remembered the fight he got into with Lorianne. I remember that we heard the and see, that was back in the day where shit could just happen and people just move on. Because I remember we were like, we never saw Lorianne again. We heard what was going on, but nobody saw what was going on. And we basically just was like, damn, okay then. But I remember that happening because I remember thinking, well, what the hell happened? And we just never got any explanation. We just moved on. But again, that was before social media. That was before blogging. If people like me were around back then doing YouTube videos and doing the shade room and the blogging, y'all know that clip would have been viral, right? That clip would have gone viral, and everybody and their mama would have been giving an interview or been telling T because they were there, and they were like, well, this is what happened, that what happened. Everybody would have made a statement. Y'all know what would have happened. If that had happened today, it would have been a whole different conversation about that situation with Lorianne. Whole nother conversation. If Diddy could pay hotels for video footage, plant away. Hold on. Footage, plant a way to blow up someone's car, get hospitals to destroy records in regards to someone who was supposed to love. Who would he have listened to the others? True. Valid. That's valid. People are talking now because people are really listening. True. True. That's valid. Yeah. Let me tell y'all who got stories to tell. Farnsworth Bentley got a story to tell. Now, he probably signed a really nice severance package that probably included a really nice NDA because Farnsworth Bentley just disappeared. And what I think a lot of people don't know about Farnsworth Bentley, because he became the guy that was carrying Diddy's umbrella, whatever. Farnsworth Bentley was middle class, upper middle class. He went to Morehouse College. He has his college degree, and he actually was a producer and was a songwriter and made music, writing and producing songs. And I know he started his own like fashion line of like designer socks or some other, and umbrellas and stuff like that. But Farnsworth Bentley was more than what they showed. Oh, he carrying Diddy's umbrella. He was more than that. But he really just left. And when they asked Diddy about it, he just said, "Oh, it was time for us to part ways." You know what I mean? Like he had done so much, it was time for us to part ways. And I'm sure that whatever that parting ways was, I'm sure it included a nice paycheck. And right, Farnsworth Bentley then went off and got married, had children, and he don't talk to nobody about nothing. Farnsworth don't talk to nobody about nothing. Didn't Kanye give him work? Maybe, probably. I mean, I saw a video a few years ago. It was like, what happened to Farnsworth Bentley? And I do think like somebody, and it might have been Gene. I don't know who it was, but it might have been Gene in one of his interviews. It might have been on one of his interviews where he talked about, basically he said that there was a relationship between the two of them. He still follows Diddy on IG. Sure. Yeah, Farnsworth got a story to tell now. Whether he'll ever tell the story, probably not. Oh, you didn't know Farnsworth Bentley was with Diddy's camp? Oh, you just know him from when he was hanging out with Ice, with Outkast? Yeah. I like the way you move. Yeah, he definitely got a story to tell. His dancing ass danced to the bank. Right. In my opinion, that was his confidant. Yeah. And I know a lot of people, and again, I'm not on that side of the LGBTQIA spectrum. So I'm not one of those people that's like, oh yeah, he gay, she gay. I'm not that person. People who are part of the LGBTQ community, they'll be quick to tell you that somebody's gay. I can tell. I know. Well, I don't. And I ain't gonna put that on somebody until they tell me what they are, what they not. I'm just gonna move forward, okay? Because I don't want nobody making no assumptions about me and my sexuality. But I do know that is something that comes up constantly about Diddy, right? I know that's something that comes up constantly about Diddy. And until somebody comes forward and speaks on it, it is what it is. But I mean, that's something that's been out there about Diddy for years. I mean, years about Diddy. Right. He was the umbrella dude that everybody used to make fun of until I read, and I mean, this was years ago when he was still with Diddy. And I read up on him. I was like, oh, he came from like a middle, like he grew up going to like Jack and Jill and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? He went to Morehouse. Like he's good. You know what I mean? Like he's good. They could have easily reported him to law enforcement, especially since the nightclub. Who could have reported him to law enforcement, and what would have happened? M Love Black, you just came in the middle. Maybe you're talking to somebody in the chat because I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. So. But yeah, Farnsworth definitely, in my opinion, he's got a story to tell. There are people who have stories to tell who are not speaking. Really, are you going to watch 50-year hip hop Grammys tonight? You know what, Cherise? I'm not. And I'm mad about it. And let me tell you why I'm not. I don't have CBS right now. You know why I don't have CBS right now? Oh, you know what? But I do have Paramount Plus. And it's probably going to be on Paramount Plus. So I'll probably have to watch it tomorrow on Paramount Plus because I do have Paramount Plus. But I do not have CBS right now because CBS and DirecTV are beefing. I haven't had CBS in like a week. So I didn't see The Amazing Race this week. I didn't see NCIS Sydney this week. That's really the only two things I watch on CBS and football. I didn't see the football game today. So I'll probably watch it tomorrow on Paramount Plus because I do have Paramount. But I won't be able to watch it tonight. It looks weak. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. You ain't know Elton John was gay. Child, Elton John came out the closet in the 80s. I think he was wasn't Elton John outed? Didn't somebody out him? Because he did marry a woman at one point in time. Football was on Paramount. I just was looking at something else. No, so CBS is free, but even though it's a free channel, when it's going through these services, whether it's DirecTV or Verizon or somebody says Spectrum or Comcast or whatever, when it's streaming, when it goes through, if your service is through them, they have contracts that come up. And usually it happens and you might lose a channel for, I remember one time, like usually it doesn't even happen. Usually it doesn't even happen. Like they say, oh, call your carrier because, CBS, and then nothing happens. But baby, CBS been gone off of my TV for like I said, it's been over a week because, and the reason why I know is because last Sunday, something was coming on last Sunday that I couldn't watch, and it was gone. And like I said, I didn't see the only two things I'm really watching right now because there's really no new TV on. Is The Amazing Race and then NCIS Sydney, which are really the only two. Yeah, Tinga and DirecTV. So, but I do have. See, I forgot all about that. That I do have CBS, so I could still go watch my NCIS Sydney and The Amazing Race. See, I forgot, y'all. So I can go watch it. Y'all know I don't root for no Cowboys up in here. Cowboys boo, boo, and boo again. Now I will root for the Eagles over because my team is just, my team. You don't have to have cable to get CBS or Paramount. What you mean, Correct? You don't have to have cable to get. You have to have don't you have to have like a digital antenna or something to get CBS, NBC, and ABC? Don't you need like a digital antenna? And how do you get Paramount for free? Now Paramount is a streaming service. So I don't know how you get I don't know how you get That's a streaming site. Paramount is a streaming site. But anyway, yeah. So with that being said, you guys, so Diddy and Mase, that is not a new song. However, y'all know just like everything else that's going on with you from Philly country. Yeah, my family represents the whole NFC East. My cousin is a Cowboys fan. My niece, my niece and my nephew. Well, my nephew's a Cowboys fan, but my niece is from Philly. My sister-in-law is a Philly fan. Me, my whole family are Washington fans. So we got the whole NFC East represented, child. I have DirecTV and I can see the football games now. It's probably in your area. Yeah, maybe it's just in my area, but I know I couldn't. I know I checked earlier today. Let me check. Let me see. I checked earlier today, baby. At Channel 9, it still had that damn commercial up. Now it says the Bills and the Chiefs, but when I turn to the Bills and the Chiefs, look, that's what you see on my screen. See that? That's what's on my screen. Okay, but like you said, that's probably regional. That's probably not in every market. But anyway, if you have Walmart, it's Paramount is free. Oh, I don't have no Walmart. Y'all know I don't shop at Walmart. Did I just gag? About what? About the Cowboys? I probably did. About the Cowboys. Probably. All right, you guys, we get ready to wrap it up. Nobody came up, but that's okay. I'm gonna head on over to the Soul Firm. So when I leave here, the chat is gonna take us over there so we can discuss Raising Canaan. With that being said, I will see you guys later on tonight. It looks like Married to Medicine is what won. So we'll be doing a live review of Married to Medicine tonight at about 10:30, 10:20. And tomorrow we'll do the Real Housewives of Potomac. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.